ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Can't climb on that. Can't climb on that. Can't climb on that. The previous puzzle was walking through an archway. Is this it? That's it. Okay. Okay, so the I don't know what to call them. The portals don't always look like circles, I guess. That is not what was up here earlier. It changed. I knew it. I knew it.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something's shifted. Can you feel it?
Oh, a new arrival. Welcome, new arrival. Hello. Is this guy touched on? Oh man, she really let herself go.
Do you feel it? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching. You know what to do. Stay back. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Alright, so there's our symbols. Looks like we need to get onto that little tower thing.
Which ravens? Can't you see them?
There's our portal.
Line up the ravens.
Maybe? Does that add something? Oh, the other way.
I hear something.
If you hear the song of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead
Wait,
you
how
to
did that help us?
but be aware
Did that help
of
us?
his illusions. You can't
Okay, there's a path to the left now. Portal.
It's all your fault.
Okay.
You need to focus. Focus.
There's a bridge over there if I go to the right. This is growing on me. Like this is going from like, oh, this is all right to this is pretty freaking cool.
Fight!
All right, which way do we go through this? The wall. Is that wall changing?
Getting closer to 2 years.
Before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off of berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, the Purchakers. Those who make it back are forever changed.
So I was trying to do hold down the use button and push, hold it down and pull and stuff like that. But it seems like it's just when you get close enough to something in this game where you can use the use button, it's just you don't do it in conjunction with the movement key. You just hit it and then whatever happens, happens. Do I need to go up here? I don't know if this helps me any. Alright, there's a ladder over there, though. Okay, so now there's stairs leading up to the thing.
She can get up.
She can get up now.
Magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravan tricking her. Valravan. How can she get out? Bait. It's him.
Bait.
Dark magic draws her closer.
That voice is smarter.
It's not. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
You know, it's kind of cool because they're using these other voices to help lay out the story for people that might not pick up on, like, some stuff. Like, you know, I get illusions and stuff because I've played other games with that, but they're really laying it out so that you can, you know, understand what's happening. Okay, I think we opened it with the powers staring. Are we sprinting? Yeah, I guess we were. That is a sprint. I like that the voices function as your UI telling your hit points and your enemy. Yeah, I was starting to rely on when they would be like, behind you, you know, because just the way the combat was working.
If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. Deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Find a way, Senua. Go round. Find your own path. It's different.
Is this a fighting area? Oh!
Behind you! Behind you! You're winning.
Oh, I'm stuck in the corner.
She finished him!
I think charging up the slow time thing depends on landing hits, because hitting that guy's shield was not letting me charge it.
Behind you! Do it! You're close!
Okay. There's a thing over there. Can I climb this? Yes.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Curving eyebrows. Imagine having eyebrows so dummy thick they can be used as walls to keep out giants. That is some majestic brows.
Do you know what it's like?
This game
Wow, this game looks pretty cool.
What's up, LJ? Mukluk Douglas, I thought it'd be Reginald Esquire the fourth. This is Chauncey Fans Doubles the third. Because you, LJ11C to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment is on the way. Crank up the speakers. Don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge.
Loved ones.
Yes.
To head deep into the wilds.
We are playing a lady with psychosis who's breaking into Viking hell trying to get her husband back.
Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign
Okay, I see a
land
drawbridge
and
type
loved
thing.
ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Alright, we've got a door thing up there. Let's get close enough to trigger that. Muck eyebrows. Uh-oh. Oh, this is new. That's new. Okay, so we probably have to go through one of those gates to make the fake ones go away.
It's over here.
Oh my god, this is mucking with my vision.
Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. It's magic. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of something. The forest.
Does this change
Which
anything?
forest? The forest in the wilds. The wilds. She left the north. She went to the wilds.
Yes, there's less when I go through this.
She wanted to
I think that some of them
darkness.
disappeared.
She thought she could beat her own darkness. Did she beat her darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried. Druth. Druth helped her. If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian.
Does this portal help at all?
But it didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd
I don't
bring
know
the
that this one
darkness to
does
him
anything.
too.
I'm just gonna go around it for now.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Oh wait, does it fix the bridge maybe? Does not. Okay. Can I climb over the rubble? Come on. Okay. We got another portal that when we go through it.
They've gone. They've gone. No. Half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where? Some are still there. No, Raven's helping. He's not helping. It's trick. Quiet. Can't think.
Out in the wilds. In the cold winter woods. She no longer felt fit for this world.
Drawbridge thing that we passed earlier.
She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered that he
If folks like this, you should check out Antechamber. I hated Antechamber.
She resolved to fight on. And kill.
When I tried to play Antechamber, I was like, the first 30 minutes, I was like, this is awesome. This is sweet. I love this. And then I was getting really frustrated and I couldn't figure out the next puzzle. And I was like tearing my hair out. And I was like, all right, chat, what's going on? And they're like, one guy was like, you somehow skipped from floor 2 to floor 7. And I was like, what does that mean? And he's like, well, you skipped 5 floors worth of tutorials and learning how to do things. And I was like, how did I skip down here? And he goes, I don't know. I've never seen anybody do this. And then I think I flipped the table or something. I blacked out, and then I uninstalled it. I think that was the only time I ever uninstalled a game live on, like, on stream. Are you liking this game? So far, yeah. The beginning, I was really frustrated because it was like I had that sense of like I'm a failure of a entertainer because the game would not freaking work. Like the video kept cutting out and the camera kept breaking. But we managed to get it fixed after like half an hour. But I was really stressed at the beginning. Which way do we go through this? This looks like it adds more back if I go back through that. Let's just go through and see what they say. Yeah, that looks worse. I think that's a debate. Maybe that portal up there fixes it. Can unbar this door. You got the clip of that happening. The antechamber thing? I don't know. I'm not gonna... I don't think I was doing Mukluk plays at that time, and I certainly wasn't gonna go out of my way to save footage of me just getting angry.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Zeke had 4 hours of technical... Who's Zeke? 4 hours of technical difficulty. I feel like after a lot less time than 4 hours, I'd be like, alright guys, we need to... We'll pick up here next time. Can I grab that? No, I can't grab that. You can't jump in this game. I'll probably put a note at the beginning of the first episode of this on the YouTube channel that says something like, yeah, we were having technical difficulties, skip to this timestamp, or they'll be fixed by this timestamp. Because I feel that people might see the first, like, 20 minutes and be like, this is awful. How do I get over there? Oh my god. One of Ko's companions will drop for... Oh, Ezekiel. Okay. Okay, so right there is a wall. If I go through it, that wall closes. Does it do anything else, though? Mike, we understand when you have technical issues that happens to mixed studios. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's something I just have to learn to deal with. Like those of you that are still here are not the ones I'm stressing about. It's the the potential people or the people that leave because they have less patience than we do. And I'm just like, ah. Okay, let's go back across this. I'm missing something here. We have to figure out how to get to that platform up there. I unfollowed and made a Reddit post. That's okay. Reddit already hates me. It can't get any worse. We went up these stairs earlier, and we couldn't find anything to do up here. Let's check again. Oh wait, maybe I need the wall solid. Earlier, I was thinking the wall had to have the hole in it to walk through it. But we don't need to walk through it because we unbarred the door. Would you go down the freaking ladder? I bet we need the wall solid so we can run across the top of it. I bet that's what it is. This will be the first time in a game we're trying to fill in a hole in a wall. Let's try that out. Thank you, Julian. Do my utmost not to say anything. I appreciate it. If it doesn't take me too long to figure it out, it's always more satisfying when I can solve it. I'm not shy to ask when I'm ready to be at my breaking point.
The ravens. Where have we gone? She did.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape, form, grow in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
There it is.
Broken. The gate is open. Open. He did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness.
That's broken.
It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
I have no idea if you could skip all that if you know where the exact 3 are that you need. I don't know. That'd be like a speedrunner question. Having worked at an escape room company for a few years, I know the value of the aha moment. You know, I've never done an escape room type thing. It sounds like something that might be fun. I've never done one. I'd be worried about breaking something like, oh, I think this is the solution, and then they're just like, oh, why did you? No, someone left their screwdriver in there and you used it to break the door. That's no.
Hey-ah. Good luck.
Hey-ya! Thank you, Jan Chucks. Mukluk Douglas, Bot, that'll be Reginald Esquire the 4th, this is Tatsu Festivals the 3rd, because you, Jan Chucks, Gaming to the Lab, Hope you enjoy, say entertainment is on the way, crank up the speakers, don't touch the bakers, giveaways every week, please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Chat, Jan Chucks knows about Twitch Prime, do you? Did you know it gives you a free sub like Jan Chucks?
Overcome Valravan's final illusion.
Final
Face
illusion.
his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
Alright, looks like there's a nest thing up there. That thing over there seems like it might be a decoy? I think that's there, so it looks like I need to stand up there. That's my first thought. There's a, oh, but there's a portal up there. What does that change? They're usually pretty clear if the button isn't something you're able to gently push, it's not a button. So you're saying don't use the screwdriver you brought to break the door. I can't interact with anything here. Okay. Yet. Maybe the portal will unblock that. It's so weird to play a game that with this detailed and this, like, you know, reactive a combat system, and then have it not have a jump key. That's not a complaint, it's just an observation. I constantly try to hit it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not there. Is that changing anything? What if I go through that way?
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan.
Oh wait, there's like a tree branch appears. I see it.
Sent him to pay for her release, but they took his
Hold on.
gold.
Right there where the mouse is, there's a tree branch that wasn't there a second ago.
And held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him.
It was a little difficult to see. It was
Upon his return, his
just a little bit
father's
less
enemies
obvious.
in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth,
Can I climb up there?
have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
What? I don't see a spot where I could climb the branches to get to the nest. Alright, I've come full circle at this point. Hold on, I feel like I've missed something back here. I'm gonna go back. I went over here, I went through the portal, I crossed the beam, then I lowered the bridge. So now that the bridge is lowered, I don't need the beam there. So maybe if I go through the portal and remove the beam, something else will be added. So there's beam and blockages, and there's a new tree too. That's what it is. Okay, so we just removed the beam and added a tree. Freaking mesmers.